somehow tucked it away. Forgot about it. I don't know how I did that, but yeah.
Alright, now what about the chase?
I wanted to do I actually wanted to do an album. It was like a storytelling album. I had one called The Chase, The Getaway. I wanted to do all, like these 10 songs, it was just stories. You know, I'm talking about action packed. All that. You know, maybe do a love one, I ain't do that, but it was all action packed. I'm talking about going through the streets, you know, chase. That was more about some, you know, couple knuckleheads chasing me, you know, in the car was shooting all that. They shooting at me and I'm shooting at them. Yeah. You know, just telling it like, just storytelling. And I did it to the jam on it, to the beat. So it got a little club vibe to it. You know, so a little club vibe beat to a story making rhymes. You know, it wasn't done back then. So, they got me try to put it together. And,
Only person really that did the job was like Slick Rick, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Slick Rick was, yeah. But he had that, you know, that laid back type beat to it, like mid-temp. This was more of, you know, club beat, like that Miami sound, you know, jam on it, you know what I'm talking about. It's on that vibe. Nobody did it back then, so. Slick Rick was one of the best freestylers I ever heard, dog.
Yeah, that's another question I wanted to know. Like, who did you guys tour with? Like, back in, I mean, I know that time, all of our pioneers, the people who we love, you guys were out, you know, so.
Well, it was big back then.
Yeah,
we did tours of Public Enemy.
Like Public Enemy.
Whoa.
Talking about Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
Talking about EPMD.
Yeah.
Slick Rick. We was doing shows with all of them, man.
Word?
Yeah. De La Soul, Tone Loc. We was going all around, man. So, Luke Skywalker, Too Loud Crew, we did our shows with them.
Oh, so I know that was.
It was like the late 80s, early 90s groups that was big. We was doing things with them. LL on his Nitro joint. I remember when, you know, that's when we did it here in Philly. Just, you know, big shows. And had a lot of fun with it, man. So
next song, Rock On. Man, I heard this joint, unbelievable, man. Whatever y'all did to this one. I mean, so tell me about the vibe that y'all were on with this one, man. I mean, whoa.
So Rock On was like, it was kind of molded out of a song we did called Back by Dopey Man. Well, actually, it was called Going the Distance. It was on Back to Rec Shop album, yeah. And it was like an intro song that we come out on shows. Never put no lyrics to it, but we always was gonna bring it out and put lyrics to it. So we had did it, but then in the midst of us breaking up, we never put it out. So we decided, yo, man, let's throw that in there too. It was a banging joint, you know. It was inspired by the Going the Distance instrumental track that had the Rocky in it and stuff. I think that was one of the last shows before we broke up that we did.
Yes. Well, y'all went out with a bang with that one, man. Expect that to be your favorite joint right there. Rock On, I mean, all of these are classics, but expect that to be something that you put on repeat. Trust that.
Yeah.
Trust that.
Yeah.
Combo, I called it.
All right, next joint, Funky Hip Town. What was the vibe? What was the vibe on this one?
Just like a few, my part of town flashback joint, you know, that was a big hit. Still, you know, trying to do something off of that, so I pretty much just, you know, something off of that track.
Okay.
And it was reminiscent of what we were doing back then, you know, so it worked. So bring, like I said, me and Ice, you know, still trying to put some things together right in the midst of, you know, everything coming apart. And that was basically from on the management, you know, side of things. Yeah, with a record label situation. But we're still doing the music, anticipating, you know, doing another album. A lot of that stuff just got wound up in the archives because of, you know,
which was one of my next questions. You know that. You know we got to get to that. Yeah. What the heck happened? But last song, though. The last one, Getting Reacquainted. I mean, what vibe? Because I mean, that's one of those. The beat is off the chain, man. Like seriously, it was a tough track.
Yeah, well, Queenie came along late after, you know, I was feeling, like getting back into the music, you know what I mean? A few years I had been doing music and, you know, was inspired by something, you know, music that I was hearing to get back in the game, you know, started seeing a trend of things being, you know, different in the game, and I did that, you know, thinking about just, you know, hip-hop, man, just verse of the hip-hop. Even though I had walked away from it, coming back to it, put something down again, tell a little story, pretty much just my story about what I was going through, you know, outside of rap, just, you know what I mean, growing up in the game, and,
Right.
so that's true, you know, true,
Yeah. If you
with my fans on that came down the road a little bit.
Right, if you want to know what happened, you listen to that song and he'll basically give you the breakdown on what happened. So, well, cool. All right. I mean, you know, we got to get to it, man. You know, a lot of stories and you know, a lot of you know, you hear a lot of stories about what happened, man, and the big breakup. Exactly what happened that broke you guys up, man? Because you guys should have been on top for a long time. The way you just, you know, you reigned. You know, you guys were on top, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what happened?
Ice, you want to address that, man? I was just saying.
I'ma say, us being young, didn't know the business aspect of the industry or whatever, and I think management kind of like messed it up. As we was growing, we started to see the business aspect and learning it.
If things wasn't right.
Management kind of seen that happen and basically like he split us up. You know, filled our heads up. BS and had us parting ways. You know, but we were young at the time.
Yeah.
Pretty much brainwashed.
Gotcha.
But as you get older, you know, you learn. You live and you learn, and
True story.
to all in all, I had fun with it.
Yeah, that's about it, man. I mean, you know, we was doing our thing, going our way, and we ain't the only story in the industry. You hear about a lot of times where, you know, you had a bad deal or, you know, label didn't look out or something. You know, we started off with a real tight, you know, clique, and then as success came more and more, people were striving for control, and we got to make sure we're in control of this and stuff, and it was putting tension and things was being said, so it really was sabotaged, right, you know, from the inside out, basically, just with, you know, people trying to be in control of the situation, deals on the table, going off the table, like, you know, that deal with Hammer, the deal that Hammer had with Capitol was a deal in place for us, you know, we could have been in the same situation as Hammer was, but that fell through, you know, and other things happened that just was frustrating, and we just walked away from it, you know what I mean, but, you know, hip-hop run through my veins. I know that's the same thing with Dog. We continue to make some records that y'all never heard. Hopefully they'll enjoy what they, you know, the unreleased, what they missed, you know, and who knows, we might even put something else back together, you know, new and fresh for y'all. But it's been fun, man. It was a fun ride, and, you know, we're giving y'all some of the blasts from the past for that. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Well, what is your guys' opinion of the game right now, the current state of it? I mean, you know, what do you think about it?
I think it's different, man. You know, the music, the approach, you know, it's more of a rap game. You know, they call it a rap game. It started out with us as being like a hip-hop art, you know what I mean, or like a, you know, not just a phase or a game that you just, you know, take it as a game. It was like our livelihood, you know, it was a culture. You know, you had hip-hop, you had graffiti, you had breakdancing, you had battles, mic battles, you had freestyling. It was just like a little, you know, culture that blew up. And now the culture changed, you know, with the times. And people they rapping, and there's a lot of rap skills amongst, you know, the artists that we hear, but it's not the same essence of the hip-hop that we grew up listening to or being a part of, you know. That's all different now. So we listen to old school, man.
I couldn't put it in better words.
Yeah.
Good money.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I mean, in closing, I mean, if you guys, I mean, because a lot of the younger folks, they really haven't heard you guys' music. I mean, they might have heard My Part of Town on some type of cut, or maybe on the radio or something, but they really never heard you guys and know of you. If there was something that you would want to, let them know about you, or kind of what was Tough Crew about back in the day? What would that be?
Just that we was real with it, you know what I mean? We was real with it. It was hip-hop. We did it the way we, only way we knew how, which is raw, no cut.
True that.
We tried to keep it true to the game when we were spitting about, just real stuff on the streets in our hood. Danger zone, we called it. And we kept it real. We weren't bragging about stuff we didn't have or what we wasn't doing. Our rap consisted of what we was doing, how we was living, or even messages that we were trying to, get out there.
True.
So, and that to me is, the real expression from the heart when you spitting is the real, the real hip-hop.
True. Yeah, true indeed.
Yeah, man.
Good money right there.
Hey, man. I mean, look, I want to thank you guys for just even coming through and blessing us with, with the presence of hip-hop in the flesh. I mean, you guys were crowd wreckers and mic checkers back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I just want to thank you guys for coming through. And it's been an absolute pleasure.
No doubt.
Grab that unreleased. I mean, what's the name?
Tough Crew Band, remember?
Tough Crew Band, remember. That's the name of it. So check it out. Look for it. It's coming at you from my man Ice Dog. My man Tone Love.
TL the Teacher. What you don't know?
I'm sure y'all be seeing them soon. Go grab that. It's another Sound Fam production. We will be seeing y'all real soon. And we out of here.
Brothers and sisters, back by Dope the Man. Let's give it up for the Tough Crew Band.